They ruined Paladin?
Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to my overview on all the Paladin updates coming to Final Fantasy XIV in Dawntrail. I was recently given the opportunity to try the expansion out early at the North American Media Tour, and that of course includes checking out all the job changes. So when you're done with this video, be sure to check out all the other job change videos I got coming out. There'll be a playlist in the description, and trust me, they won't be hard to find on my channel regardless. Quick disclaimer, reminder that Dawntrail is still in development and everything here is still subject to change. So don't be surprised if it's not one-to-one to whatever I tell you here when early access rolls around. Now, Paladin functions mostly the same as it did in Endwalker, with a few nifty new animations and upgrades. For pre-level 90 updates, the most significant of them is that Goring Blade is now only available for 30 seconds after using Fight or Flight. It also shares a button with it, so when you use Fight or Flight, it will become Goring Blade until you actually use it. Ideally, you're going to...
So you're meant to use it right away.
Use this during the Fight or Flight buff itself, since, you know, damage. Atonement also got a small upgrade. It's now a 3-part action combo. Instead of just using Atonement 3 times back to back, the second and third times you use the skill will have updated names and animations. The combo is now Atonement into Supplication into Sepulture. The second and third combo actions do get
that sounds good.
Progressively higher in potency, but fortunately you can still freely interrupt the combo and use the 3 atonement stacks whenever
that's better than just 3 atonement.
Works best for you. As for their post-level 90 upgrades to existing skills, there's a few basic ones that are pretty much the same across all of the tanks. At level 92, you'll get Sentinel Mastery, which upgrades Sentinel to Guardian. It now reduces the damage you take by 40% instead of 30%, and also grants the Paladin a 1000 potency barrier on themselves. So it's a pretty significant upgrade. At level 94, you get Enhanced Rampart, which adds a healing received buff to the skill. You also get Melee Mastery at 94, which increases the potency of almost all of your GCD skills, excluding Holy Circle and Goring Blade. And finally, at level 98, you get Enhanced Reprisal, which increases the duration of the debuff to 15 seconds. For brand new skills, Paladin just gets a few small ones. At level 96, they get Requiescent Mastery, changing it into a new skill, Imperator. This is an AoE upgrade that comes with a hefty potency increase as well. Though functionally, it's still the same as Reprisal. You still use it to go into your Confiteor combo, and maybe you optimize it a little bit more for AoE damage since it has that now, but all in all, you'll probably be using it almost exactly the same. Finally, at level 100, you get the Enhanced Blade of Valor trait. This causes using Blade of Valor to grant the buff Blade of Honor Ready, granting access to the skill of the same name for 30 seconds. Blade of Honor is an off-global addition to the end of your Confiteor combo, hitting for 740 potency in an AoE around the target, with a 50% fall-off. It replaces
it sounds so good so far.
Imperator on your hotbar until it is used, though you'll likely use it almost immediately within buffs. Perhaps there's also some optimization to be had here. You can save it for up to 30 seconds, so maybe there's an AoE to hold on to it for. That's going to depend on the fight.
Big sword.
All in all, it'll feel like you're playing almost the exact same job, which is a pro and a con, depending on who you ask. Some people were not pleased with the changes to the job in 6.3, and since it's basically the same thing, if you're in that boat, you're likely not going to budge. On the flip side, it's nice to have more animations on the Atonement combo to make it more visually stimulating. Same with the update to Requiescent.
It doesn't, like, there's nothing surprising here, really.
The tank tools also seem to generally be getting buffed across the board, which, for me at least with Paladin, it kind of adds to the whole sword and board fantasy alongside the Holy Spellblade thing they've had going on for a few expansions. It's superficial since all the tanks are getting updates, but I don't know, for me it just kind of works. But I'm also just kind of a Paladin fan in general, so it's just my opinion. But that's going to be
So what are y'all saying about Paladin? What's the issue here? I would have liked some shield bashes woven into the Atonement combo. Yeah, that makes sense. We're heavy on the sword and light on the board. I assume you mean for like the animations. If we're gonna do three different animations with Atonement.
Wrap for all of the changes coming to Paladin in Dawntrail. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out all of the other videos in that playlist that I mentioned at the start. There's a
To me, it seems
A
good.
lot that you need to catch up on, and you got a few weeks to do it, so might as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm expecting to play more Paladin in this expansion because I got my name back. Zepla did. You know, that's why I named my character that in the beginning. Because Paladin, Zepla, that was the joke. That's why, because that's how I started the game, was Paladin. Yes, Zepla, that was the thing. Okay. The request cat to Imperator change. Notice it also makes the move ranged now, meaning you can use it as an opener. And in general, this makes it more flexibility. This is welcome because while Confiteor was ranged, request cat was not, making it weird to have to close a gap before being able to use a longer range ability. Yes, so that is a problem that they solved with this change. The Sentinel buff. People seem happy. Someone had the same reaction. More swords. Paladin stays winning. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.